be able to do that. We'll also be able to build the Jeeps I want to build. A lot of them required are welding on them, so you know, I definitely need to know what I'm doing. And of course, went to Summit County Skywarn training, so got that updated, and just sat and drink a coffee, trying to enjoy it and trying to plan out and get ready to build this homestead.
Well, there you go. That sounds pretty good, and welding is a skill that'll travel with you in all sorts of places. You can never go wrong there. But anyway, Elmer, good to hear you out there. I just wanted to come out and make sure my radio is working, because I got the net going here, and I haven't been on all day. Usually I run the boredom breaker in the afternoon, but spent the day with my buddy wrestling a fuel tank in and out of a basement for fuel oil. So that was fantastic. So, but well, I've got you. How does my radio sound?
You're 5 of 9. You're full. 20 over 9, I should say. You're full quieting in the repeater. Sounds really good. I was just right actually next to one of these flock cameras, and it does cause static. But other than that, you were perfectly quiet. I know the noise from those flock cameras. That's the reason I said anything about it. But yeah, you're sounding perfect there. And yeah, are you running the I don't want to call it by this old name, but the net tonight?
Yep, I'm the net control at 10 o'clock for the Beacon Net. Nick will be coming on here in a little bit, and he'll be doing the pre-show and taking pre-checks and all that good stuff.
Okay, go ahead and put me down for a pre-check. I'm probably going to go run to the QTH, the XYL's QTH, grab a little bit of salad, eat it, and then head on home, and I'll probably jump on for a little bit. I'm probably going to be in and out. If not, it's going to be really short time, because I got to get up and take the boy to school at 5:30 in the morning, so it'll be a short one, but go ahead and put me on the pre-check list.
All right there, Elmer. Looks like Nick got you there, so we'll let you run and go do what you got to do there, and you're on the pre-check list, so I've got to get myself a cold beverage anyway. So I'll say 73 to you, my friend. Mobile safely, and we'll look forward to catching you there again real soon. This is KD80PC, and I'll be clear on your final.
Okay, I'll catch you on the net, and hopefully from the space station. If you don't hear from me, I most likely fell asleep in my chair, and that's what'll happen with that. It kind of comes with the territory of being an old man. So, all right, I'll catch you there in a minute. KH&K mobile, and I'll be clear.
WB4AIZ. KD8SLG, KD2HC.
WB4AIZ, what's this I see about you being in the hospital? KD2HCE. Heard you there, Chris. Get back to you in a second. Chuckles, what are you doing in the hospital, buddy?
I thought you might get it. Be curious. Well, I've been like the weekend I was late at night, I'd be trying to sleep, laying right on my side. I'd be coughing and just hard to get to sleep, and then I wanted to wake up and cough. And I said, I'm tired of this. So last night I that they called the cab, called an ambulance. They so you complain, you say something about something, and you want to go to the hospital. So I said yes, and ended up in the ER local, and I got a room this morning. I've been in a single room all day with meals and everything, so they're working on it, trying to figure out what the heck is going on. WB4AIZ.
Sorry to hear that, man. I hope they figure out what's wrong with you and can give you some care. When I have trouble sleeping, I drink bourbon.
Well, I don't. Anyways, they charged my phone up for a while, and so far so good. Anyways, I'm still not going to be in it. I'm still going to be in and out. So WB4AIZ.
All right, buddy. Take care of yourself. I got you in and out. Thanks for stopping by, and my best wishes to you. They figure out what's up with you. WB4AIZKD8SLG. WB8CXO. WB8CXO. I saw you sneak in the blue screen there to see who the NCOs and everything are tonight. Thanks for putting that together and putting us up on YouTube every night. WB8CXO. KD8SLG. KD2HCE, KD8SLG, I didn't forget about you. There's other things going on. What's up, Chris? What are you doing?
KD2HCE, exhaustion is the word. We left Ohio, got into PA, got into New Jersey, got into New York. Then cruised through Connecticut, chipped the corner, went back into New York, went back through Connecticut again, back into New York, and now we're letting the dust settle. So 8 states, some repeats, but 8 states today, over in 15 hours. So it's bedtime. I'm going to go crash until deep tomorrow. Check me in and out. Everyone have a great night. KD2HCE, back to net and crashing.
All right, man. Godspeed. Get some sleep. We'll catch you later on. Thanks for stopping by. Going to clear with KD2HCE, KD8SLG, clear. Someone tried, but only Kurt chunked. KD8SLG, I'm listening.
This is K6KJV, Kevin of Valley Springs. Can you get me on the list there early, Nick?
K6KJV, KD8SLG, Rev Kev, my man. Good to hear you tonight. I got you on the list. Let me look down my dashboard. Oh, there you are, hooking up on 43211 down there where I can't see you. How are you today, buddy? Your voice sounds more boisterous than it has in a while. You feeling better?
Well, yes, I am there, Mr. Nick. I'm feeling a whole lot better. And, yeah, I tried to come in on 496, but for some reason it just wouldn't let me do it, so I had to go over to 11. So I'm here, though. Glad to be here and can't wait for the pre-show and the big show. Back to you from K6KJV.
Oh, yeah, buddy. We got the show lined up tonight. And, no worries. I had trouble hooking up. Where did I? Oh, I had trouble linking up to the Boredom Breaker net today. I was a little moment of sweat. Took me 3 tries to get the repeater to link up to Oklahoma. Haven't given me a moment.
Well, it sounds like just amateur ham radio technology. But you do a good job with it. I wasn't able to get on the Boredom Breakers today. I didn't have time to check in, so I'm not going to get the double effect today. And let's see, what do y'all call the early one there? Oh man, that one's way too early for me. I can't even remember what it's called now. So back at you there, Nick. I'll let you get on and get somebody else on there. So, Maranatha.
Well, Maranatha there, Kevin. I did miss you today. It was a very special Boredom Breaker net. Dustin had the afternoon off, and I actually ran the show today. I had to talk to people. That was a visible shiver running down my spine. I had a good time, actually. Always do. Maranatha, Kev, I got you on the list. We'll talk to you shortly. KD8SLG. Listening.
What are you talking about?
KD8SLG, K8LYJ, well, we still got 5 minutes before the net. Is my signal wearing pajamas tonight?
W8WKY.
Your signal is not wearing pajamas tonight. No, sir. That was one of the weirdest things ever, K8LYJ. And, Dustin, I heard you in there. Yes, I was just talking about you, Dustin. But, dude, that was the weirdest thing, Bob. That was really, really weird. It was, like, weird.
Yeah, I was talking to my brother last night, and then he slept on it and marinated on it a bit more this morning. He's good with all this theory stuff. And the only thing he could figure out is that it was a freak atmospheric inversion. I happen to live just a few blocks from Marty's 440 repeater, and I'm the only guy in Barberton, so I was the only one it was affecting on the net that night. And that's the only thing he can figure out.
I always go directly to user error. But that's just me. Excuse me. I'm sorry for coughing at everybody. I'm going to have to get rid of this. So hold on for a second. Dustin, you wanted to say something. Go.
What an untimely time for my node to ID. Hi, Nick. Hi, Bob. I don't really know what I had to say. I was just yanking your chain there, Nick, but I'll talk for 30 seconds while you get that frog out of your throat and maybe take a swig of something there, a nice cold Mountain Dew. So, there you go. Missed you this afternoon. Fuel oil tank kicked my butt, but I came out victorious in the end there. Hopefully this is long enough for you to get yourself together. Take it, Nick.
Decades of therapy haven't helped me get it together, Dustin. I don't think that 30 seconds is going to help, but I did get most of the cough out of my throat. But we got about 90 seconds until the girl talks. So I'm going to hop off here and do my voice exercises and try to calm this down a little bit before I start talking. I'll be back. KD8SLG.
KD8AIR. Hello, Dustin, Nick, Bob. Long time, no talk. Would be negative contact in there. KD8AIR.
KD8AIR, KD8EPC. I hear you. Stand by there, Rudy. The girl's about to go off. KD8EPC.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
There's my girl. QST, calling all amateurs to the Beacon Net. Pre-show. Sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association right here on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio, 147 Mark 390, positive offset, and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We meet here every Wednesday and Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. That's 9 o'clock Coastal time. Early check-in start a half hour before the net. That's what this is. This is a controlled net. We ask that all traffic pass your net control. Your net control operator this evening is Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Lima Golf, KD8SLG. My personal is Nick, November, India. Charlie, Kilo, just Nick. I'm going to take a couple rounds of check-ins, find out who's staying, who's just here to say hi, and at the top of the hour, Dustin will take over. Josh and Lucy got some trivia tonight. Bound to be a good time. Before we get to that, let's check in with the Beacon Net Control team. See what everybody's up to tonight. See who's sticking around, who isn't. What I like to call the Mickey Mouse roll call. KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. What's going on, Dustin? Missed you this afternoon, buddy. You ready for tonight? You ready to go? You on your node?
KD8SLG, this is KD8EPC. Indeed, I am on the node, hooked up to 48496, so sounds like it's working. Hopefully all is well there. Yeah, I wrestled that fuel oil tank all day today. That was not fun. Cut the old one in half to get it out, and had to drag the new one down in one piece, as you know. So not fun, but got the job done about 5:30. Went and had a burger, and here we are. So we'll be here as long as the islands stay open. Otherwise, we're in and out high. But no, we'll be there, Nick. KD8EPC, back to pre-net control.
Well, I had fun without you this afternoon, believe it or not. I did miss you. Only did 38 check-ins. I was kind of chatty today. And believe it or not, no one called me KD80PC. Sounds good on the node, man. And, oh, by the way, I worked from my QTH today, so I was RF into the node, back out the other side, and everybody was telling me I was kind of quiet. So, a little more fuel for the fire there, a little more ammunition for the arsenal. We'll get that squared away. Thanks, Dustin. I'm going to clear with KD80PC. Let's check in with Nick at night. KE8QKO, KD8SLG. What's up, Nick? KE8QKO, KD8SLG. You out there, Nick?
KD8SLG, KE8QKO. Yes, sir, Nick, I'm here. I was half listening, and I heard my name, and I was like, wait, I think Nick just called me. Yeah, I'm here. I'll be sticking around. I'm working on some stuff here on the computer, and I'll be kind of listening, half listening to the net while I do that. Yeah, I'll be around. I'll answer some trivia. Get back to me. Anyway, back to you, Nick, KE8QKO.
Look at that, I jumped the gun and already put you as not returning the call tonight. Oh, my bad. All right, man, good to hear you tonight, Nick. Fine business. We're going to clear with KE8QKO. Speaking of trivia, let's check in with Josh and Lucy. W8HRF, KD8SLG. What up, Josh?
KD8SLG, W8HRF. Hey, Nick, what's going on? Yeah, I got main trivia tonight. What else? Yeah, that's it. We're just kind of doing some work outside, but we'll have trivia all pulled up before the net gets going, so it's ready. When you have a minute, you should look at the what's it called? The auxiliary hubs or whatever they're called that Jason was talking about the other day. We had Zach and I were talking in the Discord and had an idea. So, anyways, we'll talk to you in a little bit. KD8SLG, W8HRF.
No, we've had a few ideas for those things. Yeah, I'd like to see them getting used a little bit, if even just for listening, which is fine. It's kind of cool, too. I'll check it out. Thanks, man. And I had something else for you. Hey, what's the date on the POTA thing? Please, what's the date on the next POTA event?
W8WKY. Saturday, April 25th. Saturday, April 25th. Starts at 5:30 in the evening. In the evening for the uninitiated. Wraps up probably sundown will be about 8:30, so we'll probably wrap up about then. But I have it on the website till 9. We're going to try to get 2 activations in one day. So Saturday, April 25th, W8HRF.
Cool. Thank you, Josh. I meant to make a note of that earlier, and it slipped my mind, as many things are today. Thanks, Josh. We'll see you at the top of the hour. Miss Lucy, say hi. KE8YUK, KD8SLG. Hi.
KD8SLG, KE8YUK. Who made you my boss? I say hi if I want. No, hi, everybody. Josh went, oh, boy. Hi, everybody. I'm trying to figure out where to put some irises that I had to move because Josh is making and installing a rain barrel right where I planted them last year. And I even knew that I did it anyway, so that's my fault. Got to figure out a new spot for him. And that's what we're up to. I do have alt trivia. Don't know what it is. Haven't looked at it yet. That's what I get for making a list ahead of time. But yeah, we'll catch you at the top of the hour. KE8YK to KD8SLG.
We like surprises, Lucy. We like surprises. And rain barrel over irises. Function over form, I guess. Thanks, Lucy. We'll talk to you soon. KE8YUK, KD8SLG. Last but not least, let's check in with Eric. Heard him a little earlier tonight up on the 700 machine. KE8VZA, KD8SLG. What up, Eric? How you doing?
KD8SLG, KE8VZA here, doing well. Hope you are too. Yeah, it was good food net tonight. Pops did a nice job and had a decent number of check-ins. I didn't keep count, but it was good. I'm going to stick around tonight. My eyelids are starting to feel the effects of gravity, but I'm going to go with it. I'm going to give it my best shot. So thanks for picking me up. KE8BCA, back to you.
KEAVZA KD8SLG Pops has fun with it, and oh man, I heard a couple of people rattle their call signs off like they're in a hurry, and he's not afraid to say, "Hey, slow it down, I'm pushing 90." I love Pops. K8AGW for those of you that don't know who I'm talking about. All right, Eric, I got you sticking around. The whole crew's here tonight. That's awesome. All right, let me tell you who I got so far. And then we'll take a couple rounds of check-ins, and then we'll see who's sticking around and who's just here to say howdy. Let's see. First up, we had Chuckles, WB4AIZ. He's in the hospital again. I hope he gets straightened out. If you're still listening, Chuck, get yourself taken care of. Then we got, we're going to lead off with KD8OTQ Scott tonight, K8ZRY, Jeremy's in there. In slot number 10, it's K5CFY, Rayman. W3ETB, Eddie's in 11. KE8HNK, we'll see if you're still awake, Elmer. K8LYJ, got you in there, Bob from the Magic City. KD2HCE, he's sleeping already. Thanks for stopping by, Chris. WB8CXO, he's in and out. He's streaming us on YouTube, which is awesome. Thanks, Mike. K6KJV, Rev Kev is in there. N5KBD, Pete is in and out tonight. Someday we will hear Pete's voice, I assure you. KC8FQV, Mark, you're on the list. KI5WDM, Donald in the Osage. KE8QFT, Uncle Fred. And K3MBC, Mark from Texas. So many Marks. So little time. This is KD8SLG. I'm taking early check-ins for the Beacon Net. I'm listening.
Alpha Bravo 8 by Oscar ABHMO. November 8, Yankee Mike Yankee, N8 YMY John. I'll be in and out tonight, 7-3.
Kilo Charlie 8, Yankee Foxtrot Oscar, KC8 YSO, Candy Medina.
2 FTG, I'll be in and out as well. 73 to everybody on the net tonight.
KD8 AIR, Rudy Colga Falls. I'll be listening on the side.
Kilo Delta 8, Hotel Alpha Golf, KD8 HAG, Tim in Litchfield. I'll be in and out.
Kilo India 5, Delta Alpha Yankee KI5EAY. I'll try to stick around.
All right, I got a mess going on here. We'll try to straighten it out. We started with AB8MO, Andy. Clear as a bell. Sounds good, Andy. Thank you. N8YMY is in and out. Thanks, John. We'll talk to you in the morning. Dark and early, I'm sure. And we got KE2FTG, Mike in New York. I got you in there. KD8AIR, Rudy, I got you in there. KD8HAG, Tim was in and out. Thank you. KI5DAY, I'll try to get back to you in a second there, Alan, and say hi. So there's a couple in there I missed. There was one early on. I'll try you in a second. But first, TTF, while I remember TTF. Whoever's ended in TTF, can you please come back? Key up for a couple seconds before you start talking. Give me your call sign twice phonetically, please.
Tango, Tango, Foxtrot, Whiskey 8, Tango, Tango, Foxtrot, W8, yes, Mike is here. I'll be in and out.
Okay, I got the Tango Tango Foxtrot part. I had that the first time. Kilo what 8? Kilo what 8, please?
Tango, Foxtrot. Whiskey 8, Tango, Foxtrot. Mike, I'll be in and out.
Gotcha that time, Mike. Thank you very much. And there was a KC8 early on, right after John. KC8, I got YPV out of that, but that's not it, I don't think. KC8, please come back.
Yeah, that was Kilo Charlie 8, Yankee Foxtrot Oscar, Yankee Foxtrot Oscar, Andy in Medina.
Oh, Andy in Medina. I should have just pulled you off of the monitors list there, buddy. I know better for next time. Thank you, Andy. All right, I got you in there as well. Let's grab KI5 DAY really quick, because he sounded really, really in the weeds. KI5 DAY, KD8SLG. Get it, Alan.
Hey, Nick, I'm trying to find a location here. I'm outside on a handheld. Didn't know if I could hit the Claremore repeater from here. It's a little ways from the base on a handheld. I moved a little bit. Is this any better?
It's about the same, barely legible.
USL, I'll switch over to Echolink, KI5DAY.
All right, buddy, we'll get back to you. Anybody else out there want to get on the list? This is KI5, yeah. This is KD8SLG. I'm listening.
Alpha 8, Charlie Sierra, AA8CS, Gary in Fairline, AI5. Crack me up, Nick.
Kilo Fox 8, Delta Tango Alpha, KF8, DTA, Jeff in and out.
Whiskey 2, Juliet, Lima, Sierra, John W2, JLS, Fairlawn.
All right. Fairlawn well represented that round. We got AA8CS Gary in there. I can't type and talk at the same time. I read what I was looking at. Good to have you in here tonight, Gary. And we got KF8 DTA. Jeff was in and out. Thanks, Jeff, over in New Franklin. And W2JLS, my brother from another mother. I got you in there. Good to hear you, John. All right. Let's rock and roll up to the top of the list here. See who's sticking around tonight and who's just here to get their ticket punched. KD8OTQ, this is KD8SLG. What's going on tonight, Scott? You sticking around for the big show?
KD8SLG in a group, KD8OTQ. No, I think I'm just going to punch my ticket and be in and out tonight. So we'll say 7-3 to everyone. KD8OTQ.
All right, buddy. Well, thanks for stopping in and saying hi. Consider your ticket punched. Parking is free. We're going to clear with KD8OTQ. Let's go to Jeremy, KE8ZRY, KD8SLG. What's up, Jeremy? How's Ashland? Are you staying up late with us tonight?
KD8SLG, this is KE8ZRY. Good evening, Nick, and everybody's checked in so far. Jeremy here in Ashland. Ashland's doing fine. I am going to stay up, hopefully. I shouldn't have anything else going on, and I'm quite awake. So I'll be sticking around. With that, I'll pass it back to you. It's KE8ZRY.
Woohoo! All right, Jeremy, we got you sticking around tonight. Sounding good. KE8ZRY, KD8SLG. Let's go out to Oklahoma. Talk to my partner in crime from the Boredom Breaker Net this afternoon. K5CFY. KD8SLG, how are you, Ray? You staying up with us tonight if that other dog hasn't worn you out yet?
85 SLG. Well, you're really not a 5, but we think you are in our hearts anyway. But, yeah, fine business today. And, yeah, I'm planning on hanging around. Thanks, Nick. K5, CFY.
All right, Ray, thanks for the honorary 5 call. I think I've checked that guy in, the K5 SLG, or no, it's actually KD5 SLG. I think I've checked him in a couple of times on the Border Breaker net. It makes me spin my head a little bit. Good to hear you, Ray. Fine business today. We're going to clear with K5 CFY. Let's go to Maryland and talk to Eddie, W3ETV. KD8 SLG, how are you, Eddie? Can you stay up and play with us tonight?
Hi, Nick. Yeah, I'll be here. I'm going to stick around for a bit and listen to those trivia questions and see if I can get the answer correct. So I'll be here. W3ETB, back to net.
Fine business, Eddie. Your dream has come true. Your wish. You got to speak to me twice in the same day. Good talking to you, Eddie. We're going to clear at W3ETV. Let's see if Elmer's still awake. KE8HNK, KD8SLG. Hey, Elmer, you still with us? You want to say hi?
KE8HNK mobile. Yeah, I'm just getting ready to head on home there. I'm going to go ahead and hang it up right now. I'll be home in a few minutes, so I'll be up for the regular net there. So KE8HNK, back over to you.
KE8HNK, KD8SLG. Thank you, Elmer. Still driving? Surely home? All right, Dustin will take over here in about 11 minutes. I'll give you a call. See if you want to play trivia later. Thanks, Elmer. We're going to clear with KE8HNK. Let's go to the Magic City. Hey, Bob. KE8LYJ. KD8SLG. What you doing, Bob? You up for trivia tonight?
KD8SLG, KA8LYJ. Sleep wouldn't suck, but I'll hang in there. KA8LYJ lingers. Sans pajamas tonight.
Thank you for that image, Bob. Bob Sans pajamas. I got you lingering tonight, Bob. Sleep does sound nice. We're going to clear with KA8LYJ. KD8SLG, you're listening to the Beacon Net pre-show here on the W8WKY repeater. And next up, we're going to Valley Springs, California. Speak to my friend RevCav. K6KJV, KD8SLG. RevCav, you sticking around for the big show tonight?
Well, hello again, Nick. This is K6KJV, and yes, I'm here, and I'm staying. So, Maranatha. Back to you, Nick, from K6KJV.
Maranatha, my friend, Maranatha. What a seasonally apropos phrase right now. Got you sticking around. Thanks, RevCav. We're going to clear with K6KJV. Next up, we've got KC8FQV. It's a net now, Mark. It's a net now. Mark, you sticking around tonight for trivia?
Yes, I am, Nick. Wow, you've really been busy today. Yeah, running a one-man show. Yeah, this guy, he ran a one-man show. Punching buttons to connect stuff. Punching logging book, electronic logging book. Punching a key to key up. Yeah, he did a good job today. Yeah, I'm going to stick around. Yeah, I got all my nets done at 8 o'clock. Oh, that was a heck of a thing. I don't know why the Cars Group wanted to add their nets to the list. Move it from 9 to 8, but, you know, I guess that's what it's going to be. So, Cogga Falls Ham Fest is Saturday, so we'll send it back to net. And I think they may have a few things available still, so never know. Back it comes. Yeah, I was watching that meeting tonight, too. I only did that because some of these people go to sleep early, so we'll send it back to net. Next KSFQV.
Mark, I got you sticking around tonight, as always. KC8FQB, KD8SLG. You know, most of the guys who do the Boredom Breaker Net do it solo. Dustin and I, we work pretty good together, so we have fun with that. We try to work some numbers there. Thanks, Mark. Going to clear with KC8FQB. Let's go out to the Osage, see what Donald's up to. He's the Friday afternoon, second hour, Boredom Breaker Net NCO. KI5 WDM, KD8SLG. What's up, Donald? You sticking around tonight?
Good evening, Nick. This is Kilo India 5 Whiskey Delta Mike. You know I am. Biggest highlight of my week. Getting on here and answering trivia questions just to see if I could be right once in a while about something. I ran the string there for a while. I was about ready to go buy a lottery ticket. Then I went back to the old way. I ain't got one right lately, so once in a while I learn something. So yeah, you're stuck with me, my friend. It's KI5WDM.
You're stuck with me, Donald. How does that sound? All right, buddy, we got you sticking around tonight. Being stuck. KI5WDM, KD8SLG. Let's go to Uncle Fred there in Medina. KE8QFT, KD8SLG. Fred, what's up? You sticking around tonight, buddy?
Yeah, Nick, all is cool. Finally warming up around here. Yeah, I'll be here at least to hear the trivia questions. KE8QFT, back to the pre-net.
All right, man. I got you sticking around tonight. Thanks, Uncle Fred. You sound better than last time we spoke, I got to tell you. KE8QFT, KD8SLG. Let's go out to Pasadena, Texas. Another Mark. Like we need more Marks. Really, Mark. K3MBC, KD8SLG. Got you in there tonight on my own, Mark. How you doing? You up for trivia tonight?
Evening, Nick. Yes, I am. I'm going to be doing my best to stay awake throughout the whole event. So, K3MBC, back to you.
W8WKY.
Dustin will do his best to move things along and keep you awake tonight. And we try to get out of here by 11 so I can get some sleep too. Thanks, Mark. Good to hear you. We're going to clear with K3MBC. And let's talk to Andy Man again. AB8MO, KD8SLG. Andy. What's up, Andy? You staying up tonight?
KD8SLG. Well, hello again, my dear friend, just Nick. This is AB8MO. Well, I'm going to try. I'm actually laying in bed. My ear infection's a little better, but I'm going to see the doctor tomorrow, so I'm going to go to work early in the morning because I took off Monday because I was so dizzy I had trouble driving, and, well, the dizziness isn't as bad, but I'm still dizzy, and my ear's still plugged up, so that's a little too much TMI, but, oh well. Yeah, call me, and if I'm there, I'm there. If I'm not, I fell asleep. KD8SLG from AB8MO.
Driving and dizzy is no joke. Yeah, man. So, good luck with that. We'll give you a call later on. If you're still up, you're still up. Thanks, Andy. We're going to clear with AB8MO. Speaking of Andy's, let's pull another Andy here. KC8YFO. Next time I see you in there, Andy, I will throw you right on the list. But KC8YFO, KD8SLG. How are you tonight? And are you sticking around?
Yeah, Andy, KC8YFO. Yeah, I will be sticking around. Kind of a busy day here, but always worth it for the Wednesday night net here. Doing a great job. All right, send it back to you. I'll be around. KC8YFO.
Cool, Andy. We've got you sticking around around. KC8YFO, KD8SLG. Let's go to Mike in New York. KE2FTG, KD8SLG. Mike, what's going on? Are you sticking around for trivia? Uh-oh, did we lose someone there? KE2FTG, KD8SLG. Still out there, Mike? Nothing heard, and I don't see him linked up anymore. All right. Let's go to Rudy. KD8AIR. Sorry, Rudy, I forgot all about you from early on. How you doing tonight? Are you sticking around for the big show?
Good evening, everybody. Yes, I will be. Excuse me. Yeah, like I said, I was telling Dustin before, I'm just getting back into everything. Got all my equipment back up and had some issues with some stuff falling down and it just wasn't good. Timing wasn't right. Taking care of a 91-year-old father-in-law with a wife. So, yeah, we'll be in here tonight. We'll stick around. KD8AIR. Back to that.
This is KE2FTG, KE2FTG. I missed the button here, so you skipped over me, but I'm still around. Back to Nick.
All right, there we got a twofer here. KD8AIR, Rudy, I got you sticking around. And Mike, I got you in there now. KE2FTG. How are you doing tonight? And just to confirm, you are sticking around, right?
That's a Roger here from Mike in New York, KE2FTG. We're packing up the house. We're moving to Boston, so there's a lot of activity here, but I'm listening and I'll stick around. Back to you.
All right, man, we'll keep you awake while you're packing boxes and wrapping stuff and things. Thanks for coming back and closing the loop there. KE2FTG. Thanks, Mike. Alan, KI5DAY. Are you going to be around later on tonight there, buddy, or you just want to say hi to everybody now?
Kilo India 5, Delta Alpha Yankee. If you can hear me, no, I'm not going to stick around because I don't know how well I can get reception. I'm outside right now, but I got a couple things I still need to do before the end of the night. We just had kind of a down night for airplanes on the outbound, so just thought I would say howdy while I could, but been outside for a little bit. I'm going to go back in. Sadly, I couldn't hit you with the handheld very well, so I hope you can hear me on Echolink, but just wanted to say howdy. KI5DAY, back to you, 73.
Clear as a bell on Echolink, Alan. Clear as a bell. No worries. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. You have a great night, man, and drive safe on your way home tonight. We're going to clear with KI5DAY. We got two more here before I hand it off to Dustin. First up, we got AA8CS. Gary, my man. How are you tonight, sir? Are you going to stay up and play trivia, or are you going to get some extra sleep before the barometer net in the morning?
All right, Nick. I am going to stick around. I got to tell you, I haven't been sleeping very well lately. And as a matter of fact, last night I had a sleep score of 53, which was low on the scale. And so I figure if I'm not sleeping well, I might as well stay up for the net, right? Just made a whole lot of sense to me. So yeah, I'm gonna hang around tonight, see what you guys are up to at this late hour, and we'll catch everybody on the barometer net tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Back to net. This is AA8CS. And you still do crack me up, Nick. I got to tell you. You really do, man.
Well, Gary, I don't know if you heard my advice earlier tonight. Someone said they were having trouble sleeping. Oh, it was Chuck, WB4AIZ in Florida. He's in the hospital right now. He was having trouble sleeping, and I told him when I have trouble sleeping, I drink bourbon. We're going to clear with AA8CS, who's sticking around tonight. Good to hear you, Gary. Great to talk to you, sir. And we got one more. W2JLS, my brother from another mother. John, how are you tonight, man? What's going on? And are you staying around for trivia tonight?
KD8 SLG and crew. Yeah, count me in, Nick. Keep me in the list. I see I stuck it in under the wire. I'll try to maintain, especially as Gary's sticking around. And Gary, look up Ambien. That stuff is awesome. And if you're not a sleepwalker, I'm not. Even the lowest dose snapped in half really gets it done. Otherwise, listen to some rain on your YouTube. W2JLS. Good evening on your ears.
I think we may have tonight's off topic. You know, what do you do to get to sleep? What do you recommend to get to sleep? Good to hear you, John. Good to hear you. We got to get together and talk about Artemis and some other stuff. W2JLS KD8SLG. Well, I'm well past my time. I told you, Dustin, I told you when I get to NCO, I get all chatty and stuff. So here we are, man. Almost 4 minutes past the hour. I want to thank everybody who joined me tonight for the pre-show. Remember, you don't have to check back in, but Dustin will remind you of that. But my time here is done. It's time for Dustin to light up the nighttime airwaves. KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. Light them up, D.
All right there, Nick. Thanks so much. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC, and I'll be your net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node 48496, Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a direct net. All traffic must pass through net control, and all stations are welcome to check in. I'll take multiple rounds of check-in, so if you don't get in the first time, just stand by and I'll get to you as soon as we can. We're linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, Fireside, and various other networks, so we ask you to keep for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit. Make sure that everything drops so we can hear everything you have to say. Before I start taking check-ins, if there are any emergency or priority traffic, please call now.
W8WKY.
All right, not hearing any emergency or priority traffic. Stations that haven't already checked into the pre-show, I'd like to check into the Beacon Net. Please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Echo 8,
India 5,
KE8BHQ, Benjamin, Mobile.
KE8, H&K, base short time.
Kilo Echo 8 Alpha Romeo Bravo KE8 ARB Mobile. This is Brandon. All right, let me hold it up right there. We have AI5Q, we have KE8BHQ, Ben in the mobile, and we have KE8ARB Brandon in the mobile, and we had Elmer. He was going to be short time, so we'll be right to you there, Elmer. So let's see there. We got a couple of mobiles here, but before we get to our mobiles, let's go up here and let's get some trivia. Let's start with W8HRF. Josh, what do you have for us?
KD8EPC, W8HRF. Good evening, Dustin. Everybody on the net. Got a main trivia for you tonight, which is as follows. What was the fastest reentry speed into Earth's atmosphere ever achieved by a human-made object? Your options are Alpha, the Apollo 10 command module returning from the moon; Bravo, the space shuttle during Hubble Space Telescope servicing mission STS-125; Charlie, the Artemis 1 capsule coming back from the moon; or Delta, the Stardust sample return capsule coming back from Comet Wild 2. Let me let this drop and read it again. Again, tonight's main trivia question is, what was the fastest reentry speed into Earth's atmosphere ever achieved by a human-made object? Your options are Alpha, the Apollo 10 command module returning from the moon; Bravo, the space shuttle during the Hubble Space Telescope servicing mission STS-125. Charlie, the Artemis 1 capsule coming back from the moon. Or Delta, the Stardust sample return capsule coming back from Comet Wild 2. I'll post this in the blue screen. Back to you, Dustin.
All right, thanks so much there, Josh. I'm going to think about that for a while, and in the meantime, let's go over here to Miss Lucy, K8YUK, and get our alternate trivia. What do you have for us?
Well, you almost didn't get an all trivia question because I could not get a handle on this microphone. All right, all trivia. When was the first football instant replay? Alpha, 1960, B, 1963, C, 1967, or D, 1969? Again, when was the first football instant replay? A, 1960, B, 1963, C, 1967, or D, 1969? I'll post in the blue screen. Good luck, everybody.
All right, thanks so much there, Miss Lucy. Let's go down here. We've got one short time and two mobiles, so I'm going to get to Elmer just real fast. Your K8HNK, take it.
K8HNK. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night there. That's why I checked in a little bit early. Said short time. I got to get up super early in the morning. We're talking 4 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to go ahead and head to bed. I'm going to have the radio on listening. I'm going to pass on the trivia questions as well, but it'll be interesting if I'm up to enough to hear the answer. And with that, let's everybody have a good evening. Stay healthy, stay blessed. This is K8HNK. Back over to Net Control 73, everybody.
All right there, Elmer 73, and thanks so much for stopping by. We'll catch you on down the log. Let's go over to Ben now, K8BHQ in the mobile. How you doing, my friend? And what are your trivia answers?
K88EPC, KE8BHQ. I'm doing pretty good, Dustin. Just driving home after being halfway through a nice long work week. That's about all I've got for traffic, and for trivia, I'm going to have to guess on both of them and go with Delta and Delta. That's about all I've got. So this is KE8BHQ, and I'll wish you 73 and give it back to you.
All right there, we'll say 73, my friend. Thanks so much for stopping by, and we got you out for double D's for your trivia answer. Well, let's go talk to Brandon now, K8ARB. Been a while. How are you?
K88EPC, this is KE8ARB Mobile. It has been a while, but it's good to hear you running the net tonight. Ethan and I are actually driving back from racing some RC cars tonight. All in all, a lot of fun. We left a little bit early because we were having some trouble with our 12-scale cars, but hey, I mean, you can't complain, right? I mean, we're having fun. So anyway, I'm here for the trivia, and I'm going to say for Josh's question, I'm going to say A, Alpha, and for Miss Lucy, I'm going to guess D, 1969 for when the first, replay? All right, anyway, enough of that. Anyway, with that, we're going to be mobile and back, and we're going to listen to the net and enjoy. So we'll say 73 to everybody here and pass it back. KD8EPC, this is KE8ARB Mobile.
All right there, Brandon. Well, great to hear you, and sorry you guys were having some problems with your RCs there. Hopefully you'll get it all tuned out and figured out by next time. We got you, and we got Ethan on the list there. We'll say 73. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll look forward to catching you down the log. All right, I think that takes care of our mobiles in short time, so let's go all the way back up here to the top now. Let's talk to Jeremy, KZRY. How you doing?
KD8EPC, this is KE8ZRY. Good evening, Dustin, everybody on the net tonight. Here in Ashland, all things going pretty well. Not much going on, just relaxing. Yeah, that's what it is. It's been a couple wild weeks. I know I haven't been on in the net in a while. A lot of stuff going on here. So. But things are getting better. Hope everybody's having a great night. For trivia, I'm going to go with Delta and Bravo. With that, I'll pass it back over to Nick Control. This is KE8ZRY. Stay 72.
All right there, Jeremy. Well, great to hear you. We got you down for Delta and Bravo there. We'll say 73, and we'll look forward to catching you down the log. All right, let's go to Mr. Ray now, K5CFY in the customary 10th spot. How you doing, Ray? What's going on?
KD8 EPC in the net, K5CFY. Good evening there, Mr. Dustin. Good to hear you in there. We missed you today, but want you to know that just Nick did fine business on the net there today for you. So anyway, we missed you, but Nick did a great job. Not much going on here. We're getting ready for Green Country Ham Fest coming up this weekend. But wish you were here. But I think some of the folks from down here is going to try to make it up there to the big Ham Fest coming up here. But anyway, we'll see how that works out. Anyway, I'm going to go with Charlie and Charlie. Back to you there, Dustin. 73 all. Take care, K5CFY.
All right there, Mr. Ray. Well, great to hear you, and sorry we can't come to the Green Country Ham Fest, but my understanding is at least a couple of the friends from Oklahoma are coming to Dayton, and I'm very excited to see them. So the more the merrier. Anybody else that can tag along, you might as well. We got you on for CNC there, Ray, and we missed you all today, but I was wrestling a fuel oil tank, so that was fun too. Hi. We'll say 73. This is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. Next, we're going to go talk to Eddie, W3ETV. What's going on in Maryland?
W8WKY.
Hi, Dustin. Not much going on today. Actually, I think the high got up to maybe 48, 49, maybe. It was really kind of cool, though, outside. Chilly here in Annapolis. And right now I'm talking to you, and it's good to talk to you. I did talk to Nick earlier, and hey, Nick, we did it twice. So we'll talk to you later then. And for the trivia questions, I'm going to go with A and D, Alpha and Delta. So those are my answers. Back to you there, Dustin. Let you get on down the list.
All right there, Eddie. Had to wait for the ID. Great to hear you out there, and Nick did a good job earlier. I missed being there, but we're back here tonight, and we'll say 73 to you, my friend. Have a great evening, and we'll look forward to catching you down the log. Let's see. Let's go over here to Bob now, KA8. Or actually, we missed your trivia answers, Eddie. Would you mind giving them one more time? All right, nothing heard there. Let's go back to Bob now, K8LYJ. How you doing?
KD8EPC, this is K8LYJ. Hi, Dustin. Hi, group. By the way, Eddie's answers, I believe, were Alpha and Delta. Getting mine out of the way. I'm going Dungeons and Dragons tonight, D&D. It was a chilly day, and overslept, didn't make Kiwanis. And I had a doctor's appointment up in Cleveland, a school board meeting tonight, so I paid dearly for oversleeping with a really busy afternoon. And that's about it. Just trying to relax now before I head to bed and start it all over again tomorrow. KA8LYJ.
All right right there, Bob. Well, thanks for coming in and saving the day with Eddie's trivia answers, Alpha and Delta. That's what I thought, but I wasn't 100% sure, so I didn't want to tell Nick that. Hi. We got you down for double D's there. Thanks for joining us, my friend. We'll say 73, and we'll look forward to catching you on it down the log. All right, let's jump on over here to California. Let's talk to RevKev. K6KJV, take it away.
Hello there, Mr. Dustin and the rest of the crew and the youngins and everyone else on the net. This is K6KJV Kevin here in Valley Springs, California, where it's a nice 75 degrees right now. That's right. Oh, and, well, I'll make it quick. I'm just going to keep with my old standard double D's, Delta and Delta. Back to you, Dustin, from K6KJV.
All right there, RevKev, we got you down for double D's as always. We'll say 73 to you in Maranatha, and we'll look forward to catching you down the log. All right, let's go talk to Northern Mark, KCFQV. What's going on? Let's try that again, KC.
If you're calling for me, pick me up a little later on. I haven't got a chance to get everything in my head for the trivia, KCFQV.
All right there, Mark. We'll come back to you here in a minute. Let's go talk to Donald, KI5WDM. Take it away.
Well, that's an awful rude repeater ID there. Always getting in my way, getting in front of me. My trivia answers for tonight, this is KI5WDM. My trivia answers tonight's going to be Delta and Alpha. Delta and Alpha for tonight. And we'll see how that goes. Back to you, KI5WDM.
All right there, Donald. We got you down for Delta and Alpha. We'll say 73. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll catch you on it down the log. Let's go talk to Uncle Fred. Let's see what's going on the north end of town. KQFT, what's going on?
Well, first off, the trivia, Charlie and Charlie. I was around when they first started the instant replay for football on TV, and the interesting thing is what grew out of it was where now they have the challenges made where calls can get overturned because I guess in New York they have a center where they see all these plays from all over the National Football League, and they decide there whether the guy was out of bounds or this or that, whatever. But that grew out of the instant replay. And now in baseball they have the automated ball and strike, which is a series of cameras throughout the ballpark, different angles of the batter, and where the pitch comes in, and within seconds they can tell if it's a ball or strike. Each team gets 2 challenges per game. If they're right on the challenge, well, then they get another one, So I think in time, and I'm a baseball purist, but I like the ABS system. In time, I don't think the referees or the umpires will be calling balls and strikes anymore. Much more technical system here, rather than relying on the umpire. However, when I see these replays, I see, these challenges, I see the umpires are right most of the time. They really do a heck of a job. KE8QFT, back to net control.
All right there, Uncle Fred. Well, great to hear you. And, I was thinking about you the other day when I was at the corner of Carnegie and Ontario staring at Progressive Field there because I went and saw the Monsters hockey team at Rocket Arena the other day. It was pretty cool. Made a wrong turn and ended up there. But I was just walking around. It was kind of neat, and I thought about you because the last time I saw a game, we went there. So there you go. We'll say 73 team. We got you down for C and C, and we'll catch you on down the log. This is KD80PC with the Beacon Net. Next, we're going to go talk to Mark, K3MDC. What's going on in Texas?
Evening, Dustin. It's K3MBC. We are in the Houston, Texas area, are experiencing our third of 6 issued spring days, so the heat will be coming soon. So anyway, trivia answers are Delta and Bravo. Delta and Bravo. Back to you.
All right there, Mark. Well, enjoy those couple of days of spring you got left before the heat comes in. Let's see, I believe you said Delta and Bravo there for your trivias, but Nick will correct me if I'm wrong, and I hate to hear it too, so there you go. We'll say 73, my friend. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you down the log. And let's go over here to the land of snow and maple syrup. Let's talk to Andy, AB8MO. What's up, buddy?
KD8 EPC, I'll get it right. This is AB8MO. Well, I am laying in bed here, still not feeling the greatest with this ear infection, so I see the doctor tomorrow. I don't know if he's going to give you a stronger, different antibiotic, which I'm not looking forward to, but I'm sure sick and tired of being dizzy all the time. Anyway, I'm going to go with Becton Dickerson, or BD, for my trivia questions, or Bravo and Delta if you need something standard. Just Dick. Anyhow, doing okay. Work's picking up, actually, so thank God for that. And, well, I guess let's see, YFO Andy's after me here. We go way back, actually. Good grief. When I first met him, I was still going by Andrew, and I'm trying to remember when I kind of moved over to Andy more. So it's just more confusing now because he's always been Andy. So it's certainly good to hear his voice again. So that's all I got from the land of snow and maple syrup. The sap buckets are, the trees are starting to bud, so we're pretty much done sugaring this year. So that's all I got. KD8 EPC and the Beacon Net. This is AB8MO.
All right there, Andy. Well, great to hear you, and I hope you feel better soon. We got you down for B&D for your trivias, and I'll tell you what, I'm offering lobotomies for a bottle of whiskey, so just keep that in mind. If the doctor doesn't help, you can come over and we'll give you a lobotomy in exchange for a bottle of whiskey. So we'll say 73, my friend. Have a great day, and we'll catch you down the log. And let's go talk to another Andy. I left you hanging the other day there, Andy. KC8YFO, how are you?
Hey, Dustin. Hey, no problem. Hey, and to AB8MO, Andy, we do adopt you, so no worries. You're in the club, and hope that you feel better. All right, so let's see. For trivia, I'm pretty confident about the main one, so I'll go with D as in Delta. And I am not a sports person, other than I follow hockey occasionally. So I don't know for the alts. I'll just go with C, because that's what my teacher always said. If you don't know, answer C. So, but yeah, today was a pretty interesting day. Picked up a new FTX1 for the first time here. First HF Yaesu rig. So that'll be fun learning all of that. I'm sure that's going to be a steep learning curve. I'll let it drop real quick. I was out west. I was in Edmonton, and it was cold and windy out there. So then Billings yesterday, But I think that we're getting our 75. So I heard a California guy in there saying, touting about it 75 degrees. But I think that we're going to be having that tomorrow. So that'll be good. So get out tomorrow, work on some outside projects and all that good stuff. So with that, Dustin, great job tonight. Turning it back to you, KC8YFO.
All right there, Andy. Well, you're always flying all over the place. Yeah, I think we're getting 70s tomorrow, but I also heard there's a chance of rain, too, so I'm hoping it holds off because I'd like to try to mow in the morning. And before I cut you loose, I missed your alternate trivia answer. Would you mind giving it to me one more time?
Yeah, no problem. It was C as in Charlie. C as in Charlie. KC8YFO.
All right, very good. They're great to hear a fellow Medina in there. So we'll say 73, got you out for Delta and Charlie, and we'll catch up to you there real soon. All right, let's jump on over here to New York. Let's talk to Michael, KE2FTG. How you doing this evening? What are your trivia answers?
KE2FTG, I'm still here. Happy to talk to you. I have no idea what the questions were. A lot of double D's out there and a variety of other answers. So I'm going to go with your answers if you have them. Just put me down for that. And back to you, Dustin.
I'll tell you what, I don't have any answers down yet, and if you'd like, I'd be happy to have my trivia people reread the question for you.
Well, let's do that. I'm willing to hear them out, and I'm sorry I missed them before, but maybe other people could use them as well. So back to Nat.
Well, you know, I pay him the big bucks just for this reason, so there you go. W8HRF, Josh, would you mind rereading us the main trivia, please?
KD8EPC, W8HRF. Sure thing, Dustin. Tonight's main trivia question is, what was the fastest re-entry speed into Earth's atmosphere ever achieved by a human-made object? Your options are Alpha, the Apollo 10 command module returning from the moon. Bravo, the space shuttle during the Hubble Space Telescope servicing mission STS-125. Charlie, the Artemis 1 capsule coming back from the moon. Or Delta, the Stardust sample return capsule coming back from Comet Wild 2. Again, main trivia, what was the fastest re-entry speed into Earth's atmosphere ever achieved by a human-made object? Your options are Alpha, the Apollo 10 command module returning from the moon. Bravo, the space shuttle during the Hubble Space Telescope servicing mission STS-125. Charlie, the Artemis 1 capsule coming back from the moon. Or Delta, the Stardust sample return capsule coming back from Comet Wild 2. Back to you, Dustin. W8HRF.
All right, thanks so much there, Josh. Let's go to Miss Lucy now. K8YUK, would you reread us the alternate trivia, please?
KD8ABC, K8YUK, all trivia. When was the first football instant replay? A, in 1960, B, in 1963, C, in 1967, or D, 1969? Again, when was the first football instant replay? A, 1960, B, 1963, C, 1967, or D, 1969? Good luck, everybody. Back to you, Dustin.
All right, thanks so much there, Miss Lucy. Let's go back to Michael now. KE2FPG. Take it away.
Well, Dustin, I appreciate that, and to the trivia team. So I have two great answers for you. I'm going to go with Charlie and Bravo. Charlie and Bravo tonight for Mike here in New York. 73s to everybody on the net.
All right there, Mike. We got you on for Charlie and Bravo. We'll say 73 and come back and join us. We're here every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So we'll say 73 for now, and that's going to bring me down here to Rudy, KD8AIR. Good evening, Rudy. Good to hear you. How are you?
Hey, we're doing good. It's good to hear everybody back out there. It's good to have everything back up and going. All the voices that I haven't heard in a while. It's definitely good to hear. Hopefully my station's up and this time up to stay. But I'm also going to go with double D's on the questions there, and we'll give it back over to you.
All right there, Rudy. Well, glad you got it set up, and I'm glad to have you back on the air there. So don't be a stranger. We got you on for double D's for your trivia, and we'll catch you on down the log. All right, let's go over to my former president, AA8CS, Gary. How you doing?
KD8EPC, this is AA8CS. Good evening, Dustin, and your former president is doing just fine. Although I'm not sleeping well. Like I said earlier, I had a sleep score last night at 53, so instead of trying to force myself to go to bed and not sleep some more, I thought I'd stay up with you guys on the BeaconNet tonight, so it is a pleasure to be here. Let me get the trivia questions out of the way. I'm going to go with Alpha, the Apollo 10. I had a trivia question about the Artemis 2 and included Apollo 10 as a distractor on the Tuesday night net. And let's see, and Lucy's question really intrigues me because I know for a fact, because I saw the game, the first NFL instant replay was in the 80s. I just got back to Ohio from New York, and that was in the 80s, and it was Cleveland and Chicago. Yeah, that was in the 80s. So, but that's not one of the answers. So I guess I'll go with Delta 69, which would be the closest to the 80s. But I'm sure there's a whole lot more to it than that. Anyway, great questions, and good to be here tonight. And we'll see everybody on the barometer net tomorrow morning, bright and early at the ungodly hour of 7 a.m. Eastern Time. So be there or be square. This is Alpha Alpha 8, Charlie Sierra, back to net. 73, everybody. And Dustin, fabulous job as usual.
All right there, Gary. Well, I hope you get to sleeping better there soon. I got your answers down for Alpha and Delta there, and you know when I can't sleep, I just try my medicinal herbs there. Hi. So we'll say 73 to you. Have yourself a great evening, my friend, and we'll look forward to catching you on down the log. All right, we're going to stay in Fairlawn. Well, let's go talk to John, W2JLS. What's going on, man?
KD8 EPC. I've transitioned to the radio room. I hope I'm making it. I know my antenna was giving me the business about a month ago when I was screwing around trying to do the same. Probably wet. I'm good, Dustin, and it's good to hear you tonight for sure. And all the Beacon netizens tonight, well represented. Nice cross section of our radio community. For sure. I'm enjoying it tonight. Like the questions, I don't know much about football, so I'm going to lift former President Gary and my closest neighbor here, radio neighbor. I'll lift Gary's answer and say 1969 for that instant replay thing. And then on the main trivia, my guess is going to be the Artemis 1. I'm assuming that they were probably get two things going on in my head here. One is this is pretty big capsule by comparison to priors, but also if I were trying to test the heat shield on that thing before I put humans in it, I might give it the business coming into the atmosphere fast, so it has a chance to stress test and prove itself before I did the same with humans, and I would probably try to bring them in more gently. But anyway, those are my guesses, buddy. Good to hear you tonight. Good to hear everyone, and good evening to all on your ears. From W2JLS, sending it back.
right, well, great to hear you out there tonight, John. We got you out for Charlie and Delta, and we'll have to catch up one of these days. It's been a little while there, so we'll say 73 for now, and we'll catch you on down the log. All right, well, let's jump on over here to Jairus, AI5Q. What's going on?
Well, hey, Dustin, don't be surprised if I time this out a couple of times. The fastest man-made object, I would have to say the second coming of Christ to the Mormons in North America with John Smith. Even though Christ was made by God and is God, he was born of a virgin, so therefore he was man-made. I think the second coming, according to the Mormons, occurred at the speed of light. So that's one answer. I'll give you real answers here in a little bit, but I know we're not supposed to talk about religion on the radio. But I didn't want to put all this in the blue screen because I thought it would be way funnier to say out loud. Man, I had so many other things, but I was hoping to get to go to Hamvention, but it's not in the cards this year. Just not going to happen with the obligations we got going on. Had kind of a interesting week at work. Showed up Tuesday, had a meeting on the calendar for 8:30. They said we've signed an exclusivity agreement with this one company trying to buy us, who's huge and has procedures for everything. And meanwhile, we fly by the seat of our pants and just cowboy the heck out of everything, so it's going to be a wild ride trying to adapt to them if they even keep us on. And spent 2.5 hours in a meeting with them on some of their due diligence, and it's been rough. It's been rough, and we're not sure we're excited about it, but we're excited about being gainfully employed, so we're doing our best to stay positive about the whole thing. Let me grab a reset real quick. Okay, my countdown was messed up, so I couldn't tell exactly how far I was in, but I could tell how far it had been since you had talked. So, anyway, the other question about the replay. Oh yeah, there we go. The replay. I'm going to go with 1969 answer D for the alternate trivia because I think it was invented for the lunar landing, directed by Stanley Kubrick. And we all know that he was such a perfectionist that it had to be shot on location. So that debunks everybody's theory that we never made it there the first time, because we all know he's a perfectionist, and it was shot on location by Stanley Kubrick. So there you go. Primary answer is Delta. Secondary answer is Delta. That's enough rambling for tonight. AI5Q. Back to you, Dustin.
All right there, Jairus. Well, great to hear you out there. And are you sure that's enough rambling? I was hoping you had a couple more minutes in you.
Well, I forgot to take notes, so I lost 2 of the other points I was going to make, and I should have taken some notes so I could remember all of them. But how do you know when a joke is a dad joke? When it becomes apparent. There you go. AI5Q.
All right. That was a pretty good one. I got a little giggle there, Jairus. We got you down for double D's, my friend. 73, and we'll catch you down the log. All right. I see that Chuck is still there. I'm going to go to him real quick. WB4AIZ, take it away.
Sorry, I was over on mail order. Yeah, I'm still here. Won't be much longer. I was watching a baseball game, 12 innings, Twins. Anyways, then I'm eating a snack. The hospital provided Blue Bunny chocolate ice cream. So, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, that is good stuff. Anyway, first time I've had it. Anyways, not a whole lot to report. They got me, they have some, what do you call it, the drip, or the, whatever that is, the bottle, little thing that hangs from a stand, the IV. Anyways, for that, and they're putting in saline right now, but just so far, we'll see how I am when I go to bed. WB4AIZ, back to that. I think it's raining a little bit too, I'm not sure.
All right there, Chuck. Well, great to hear you and hope you're feeling better soon. And before you go, did you want to take a shot at those trivia answers, or did you just want to take a pass on it for tonight?
I didn't hear him, but Assoc could see me.
I'll tell you what, we'll have them reread them for you again here. They're working hard tonight. W8HRF, would you mind rereading this main trivia, please?
KD8EPC, W8HRF. Yep, I can reread main trivia. Tonight's main trivia question is, what was the fastest reentry speed into Earth's atmosphere ever achieved by a human-made object? Your options are Alpha, the Apollo 10 command module returning from the moon; Bravo, the space shuttle during Hubble Space Telescope servicing mission STS-125; Charlie, the Artemis 1 capsule coming back from the moon; or Delta, the Stardust sample return capsule coming back from Comet Wild 2. Again, main trivia. What was the fastest reentry speed into Earth's atmosphere ever achieved by a human-made object? Your options are Alpha, the Apollo 10 command module returning from the moon; Bravo, the space shuttle during Hubble Space Telescope servicing mission STS-125; Charlie, the Artemis 1 capsule coming back from the moon; or Delta, the Stardust sample return capsule coming back from Comet Wild 2. Back to you, Dustin, W8HRF.
All right, thanks so much there, Josh, for a reread on the main trivia. Let's go to Miss Lucy now for a reread on the alt trivia. K8YUK, take it away.
APC, K8YUK. Wow, Josh walked in with the handy talkie. Okay. Alt trivia. When was the first football instant replay? A, 1960. B, 1963. C, 1969. Or D, 1969. I might have said those numbers wrong. Let me do it again just in case. When was the first football instant replay? A, 1960. B, 1963. C, 1967. Or D, 1969. Man, you might have to take a zero off my paycheck. My eyes are blurry. But there you go for all trivia. I'll repost it in the base screen just in case. K8YUK, back to KD8EPC.
All right, thanks so much there, Miss Lucy. We appreciate you doing that. We're not going to take any zeros off your paycheck. Let's go back to Chuck now, though. WB4AIZ, take it away.
Okay, WB4AIZ. No idea about either one of them. Neither one, like I tell the local club down in St. Pete, I never usually don't answer their trivia or their license question because I'm kind of an here and gone, so I check in and then I check out. So anyways, no question. Tell me no questions, I'll tell you no lies. Anyways, tell me before AIZ.
All right there, Chuck. We'll say 73. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll catch you on down the log. All right, let's go to Mark real quick. KC8FQE, what are your trivia answers?
So KCFQ, are you calling KCFQB Mark or K4OG Mark?
I'm calling you. I was asking for your trivia answers, please.
All right, KCFQB. Yeah, the trivia is going to be 63 on the one, and so that was B for Lucy's alternative, and the main would be D. And so hopefully maybe Mark will check in and see how it went going down there to Columbus. And I just was listening. They're going to try to get rid of E-check again, but they say it's going to take a while. That one I was just watching. I have to go back and finish watching it. But yeah, 63, and the other one was D. So KCFQV, back it comes. And Colga Falls Hamfest is Saturday down here in the falls. So I'll send it back to Net. And thank you, KCFQV.
All right there, Mark. Well, I won't be at CFAR Hamfest. I've got to work, so there you go. And, yeah, K4OG's not checking in. He made it home there, so he's just proxied in by Nick from text. So 73 there, Mark. Let's go talk to Taco Tim, KI5TAQ. This is KD8EPC. Take it away.
Well, good evening there, Dustin. This is KI5TAQ. Let me get the trivia questions out of the way. As far as Josh's question, that's a good one. I'm inclined to say about the space shuttle coming in. I think that's B. And of course, I'm going to go with D on the second one on Lucy's question. And of course, yeah, this year I'm not going to be able to get up there to Hamvention, but I am going to be at Green Country Hamfest. So we'll keep you in our minds on that, and saying, don't you wish you'd be here and look at all the stuff. And yes, get some of that. Be here to get some of that oil fire so you can smuggle it back up to Ohio. Oh well, maybe there'll be someone that'll smuggle that stuff up there for you. But anyways, I just got 2 sleeps and then Green Country Hamfest. So with that said, I'll send it back to Net Control or Nut Control. This is KI5TAQ.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, there, Tim. I'm hoping that maybe I can get all of my Oklahoma check-ins. Each one of my friends there that I talked to send me a bottle of oil fire. So if each one sends me a bottle, I might be able to have a whole case of oil fire by the couple friends that are coming up. That's the goal anyway. The more I can have, the longer it'll last, and then I won't have to drive down there and buy more high. So we'll say 73. Tim was the bottom of the list. This is KD8EPC, ready for more check-ins. Please call now. All right, nothing heard. Let's wrap this thing up. KD8SLG, take it.
KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Dustin, and all of the Beacon netizens. I'm still here. I went with Delta and Delta Double D's for my answers tonight. I did proxy in Mark K4OG. He made it home to Kentucky today, made the drive. Let me know he made it. So there's that. What else is going on? Handy Finder build. order that thing if you're going to do it May 2nd at Gary's house. I think you have to have the order in by April 17th. You creative folks, field day t-shirt contest, make a field day t-shirt. We've got a POTA coming up. I'll let Josh talk about that when it's his turn. Cuyahoga Falls Hamfest, be there Saturday. Always a good time to see folks. Always a good time. 38, Dustin, not too shabby. That's what I did this afternoon on the Boredom Breaker net. Looks like we're back on the upswing with numbers, I think. That's a good thing. KD80PC, this is KD8SLG. Back to net control. Thanks, man. 73 all y'all.
All right, thanks, Nick, and thanks again for covering me earlier. I'm going to go with Charlie and Delta for my trivia answers. So we'll say 73 for now, and that brings us to Nick at Night. KEQKO, take it away.
KEQKO. Hello, Dustin. Hello, Nick. Hello, everybody on the net. All right, I'll start with my trivia. My trivia tonight's going to be Delta and Delta. We'll see how that works out for me. Aside from that, went and picked up my son today. He was at his grandparents for half of the spring break, which was fantastic, but now he's home. I like him. He's all right. But it was kind of nice being home alone with my wife and no kid. So that's how my week's been. And, the rest of the week is kind of carrying on as usual. Nothing really crazy going on. With that, I'll pass it back to you. This is KE8QKO.
All right, thanks there, Nick. Great to hear you. And the ID had to go just as you let go of the key there. So we got you out for double D's for your trivia. Thanks for joining us, my friend, and have a great evening. Well, let's go to Eric now, K8BZA. Take it away.
W8WKY.
KD80PC in the net, KE8BZA here. There's that KY guy again. My trivia answers, I don't know, often go with them, but I'm going to go with double D's. Why not? We'll get on the double D train. Anyway, don't have a whole lot else for the net. There's a good food net on the North repeaters earlier today, like Nick mentioned earlier. I won't be able to go to Hamvention this year. My son is graduating from college that day, so got to be there. Anyway, the good news is he has a job already, so there we go. So everybody have a good evening. Good to hear everybody. Great net. KE8BCA, back to you, Dustin.
All right there, Eric. Well, great to hear you, and sad you won't be at Hamvention this year, but the graduation is definitely more important. I'm going to go down Thursday, so I can go to Hamvention Friday, and then spend Friday night and go back again Saturday. So there you go. We'll say 73 to you, and that's going to bring us over here to Josh. Or actually, that's going to bring me to Miss Lucy real quick. Would you give me your main trivia question or answer there?
Oh, boy. I don't know. See, I thought I knew what the answer to his trivia was, but the answer wasn't in his list of options. So, I'm going to do a total guess and say alpha. Back to you.
All right. Thanks so much there, Miss Lucy. We'll say 73 to you for the moment, and we'll be back to you here in just a minute. Well, let's go to Josh now. W8HRF. Go ahead and give us your comments, then give us the main trivia answer.
KD80PC, W8HRF. Oh, let's see, comments for Lucy's question. I'm going to go with, I think 1969 was an option for that, so I'm going to go with that. What else? What else? Looking forward to, the end of the Artemis 2 mission with Splashdown. That'll be cool. I alluded to it a little earlier, talking to Nick before the net, but there are actually some Allstar nodes that Zach KF8ELA had pointed out. Actually, they retransmit the Artemis 2 audio. So we have that hooked up to one of the Sarah ad hoc nodes right now and are listening to that. So if you're interested in listening to the communications going back and forth to Artemis 2 before it splashes down, connect to 430780. So we're trying that out. That's interesting. What else is going on? Got a rain barrel system just about set up. I'm supposed to connect it to the gutter downspout, but that requires punching a hole in it, and I'm not going to do that at 11 o'clock at night because that'll be loud. So I'll finish that tomorrow. And I picked up a couple of big shop lights for the garage and for our laundry room because our fluorescent ones are all burned out. And man, it's like the sun is in here. It's kind of nice. I'm going to go back and pick up a couple more tomorrow. So that's the story there, and I'm sticking to it. All right, let me let this drop and read main trivia. All right, tonight's main trivia question was, what was the fastest re-entry speed into Earth's atmosphere that was ever achieved by a human-made object? Your options were Alpha, the Apollo 10 command module returning from the moon; Bravo, the space shuttle during the Hubble Space Telescope servicing mission STS-125, which I recorded most of as a kid on VHS tapes; Charlie, the Artemis 1 capsule coming back from the moon; or Delta, the Stardust sample return capsule coming back from Comet Wild 2. The answer is Delta, the last one. The Stardust capsule holds the record for the fastest Earth re-entry of any human-made object at 28,000 miles per hour, returning comet samples back in 2006. Apollo 10 is the fastest crewed re-entry at 24,791 miles an hour. So again, 24,791 miles an hour in 1969 as it came back from the moon. Artemis 1 came very close to the Apollo era speeds using a modern re-entry profile. Its re-entry speed was 24,581 miles per hour. So about 200 miles per hour less than Apollo 10. That's Mach 32 for the uninitiated. That's crazy. Let's see, the space shuttle typically traveled at about 17,500 miles per hour, significantly slower than the lunar return missions. And side note for this Friday, Artemis 2 might reach the Earth's atmosphere at about 25,000 miles per hour. If it gets to 25,000 miles per hour, it would break the Apollo 10 re-entry speed record by a couple hundred miles an hour, but it would still be well shy, about 3,000 miles per hour slower than the Stardust capsule. Let me take a break. But yes, that speed record from Apollo 10, that 24,791 miles an hour, could be broken this Friday. We'll have to stay tuned and see. So there you go, Dustin. 7-3, everybody have a good night, and we'll catch you later. KD8EPC, W8HRF.
KB1PZS checking. Thanks again for another great main trivia there. We'll look forward to catching you on down the log. And let's go to Miss Lucy now, KYUK. Give us your comments and go ahead and give us alternate trivia.
KD8ABC, KYUK. Just a heads up, somebody tried to transmit over you. Don't know who it was or what was going on, but just so you're aware. Let's see. What did we do today? I realized that we were missing a lot of stuff from Walmart, so we got in the car, ran to Mass. We were a little late, but that's okay. William is so mobile. Oh, my word. He bear crawls everywhere when he wants extra speed. He was bugging other families in church. They, of course, thought he was very cute, which I'm grateful for, because otherwise he's just a menace. But we survived Mass. We went to Menards to get seed potatoes. Growing potatoes on your own gets flack because you can buy potatoes pretty cheaply in the store, but they're so fun to harvest. So we got potatoes. The problem is Walmart sells about 10 seed potatoes per container for about $4, and for $8 at Menards you can get 5 pounds of potatoes. So I'd been told of 2 different types of potatoes that are highly recommended. It's had both. The one is late season and the other one's mid-season. And I was tempted by this early season type that I saw. So I got 3 5-pound bags of seed potatoes. Now, if you know anything about potatoes, you know that when they sprout, eyes all over the potato. You have many different options of sprouts to choose. So if you're trying to make the most of the seed potato that you have, you slice it into chunks so that you can get multiple sprouts from one potato, which is great, except I now have over 50 sprouts per bag. I haven't even touched the 3rd bag. We are going to be growing so many potatoes. I'm going to let it drop for time. So yes, did all that, shoveled more dirt into the raised beds to plant them once the place is dry, because you can't plant recently cut potatoes or they'll just rot, fun fact. So yeah, we did that and cleaned up and generally survived the day. Betty really hates going down for a nap anymore, so that's always a battle, but it's worth it when she finally falls asleep. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I left my phone over here to read off alt trivia. Give me 1 second. There it is. Okay. Alt trivia. When was the first football instant replay? 1960, 1963, 1967, or 1969? The answer is B, 1963. And I do have a quick tidbit to that answer, so I'm going to drop one more time so I don't get cut off mid-tidbit, and then we'll be all set.
W8WKY.
K8YUK returning. The answer is B for alt trivia. On December 7th, 1963, CBS used the newly developed Ampex videotape recorder to replay a 1-yard touchdown by Army quarterback during the Army-Navy game. As the replay was shown, commentator Lindsey Nelson advised viewers, "Ladies and gentlemen, Army did not score again." Due to technical problems with the replay machine, that was the only replay of the game. The magnetic tape recorder at the time weighed 1,300 pounds, which is 590 kilograms, and had no easy way to quickly rewind to a precise starting point of what had been recorded. Counters were too inaccurate. CBS Sports Director Tony Verna added the ability to insert audio tones at critical points so that technicians could listen for them as they rewound. The videotape of that game was not saved, and Navy won 21-15. There you go. Have a good night, everybody. 73s and God bless. K8YUK, back to KD8EPC.
KB1PZS, check it.
All right there, station checking in. Stand by 1 second. I'll get right back to you. Miss Lucy, we'll say 73 to you. Thanks again for the wonderful alternate trivia question. We appreciate it. And I heard somebody keying with you too there. I don't know if we have conditions going or what. So we'll say 73. And let's go back down here. There was a station checking in. I didn't catch your call. Give it to me a little bit slower and phonetically, please.
Yeah, that was me trying to check in before she took it, and then I called again. My call is Kilo Bravo 1 Papa Zulu Sierra, KB1 PZS Bob in Connecticut.
All right there, Bob. We got you on the list, KB1 PZS. We'll be right back to you. Let me make another call here. Are there any other stations waiting to check in? Please call now.
Kilo 4 Oscar Golf, K4OG, Mark in Kentucky.
All right there. We picked up K4OG, Mark in Kentucky. You're already on the list there, but turns out my president lied to me. He said you weren't going to check in. So I'm going to start with you real quick. K4OG, take it away.
Oh, hey, gosh, I thought this was the end of the net. Wow. I guess it is the end of the net. Anyway, I don't know what to take away, Dustin, but I just want to say hi to you guys. I made it home safe and sound, gave the wife a bath, and gave her a med, and we're just going to say good night. So, good night, Dustin, and everyone. K4OG.
All right there, Mark. I had to laugh because Nick's over there saying things in the blue stream that are making me laugh. But good night, Mark. Glad you made it home. We'll talk to you down the log. Let's go talk to Bob in Connecticut now. KB1PZS. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I heard a lot about the Artemis stuff, and it's really a great thing. I had no idea this was coming. And, I remember back in the 70s when I was a kid, some of the Apollo missions and then the space shuttle missions in the 80s. And it was a sad day when, we kind of retired NASA and then these private companies were doing space. And it's great to see NASA getting back in the game. I did hear something about a node, and that's simulcasting NASA, so I didn't catch that node number. I was just wondering if I can get that back to net control.
Yeah, just a second. W8HRF, can you give me that node number again, please?
Roger that, Dustin. Right now, we have it on 430780. 430780. W8HRF.
All right there, Josh, 430780. Thank you. Well, let's go back to Bob. Did you have anything else for us tonight there, Bob?
No, that's it. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. I've been listening to it's node number 28247. That seems to be like pretty much like the YouTube thing that you see. It's pretty much the same thing. And in fact, when they're doing something that the say the crew is doing a transmission, it's about a maybe a 5-second delay, but it seems to be the same feed. But anyways, I'll have to check that out. I've been interested. I've been following the Allstar Node since before they did their rounding the moon there and went on to the dark side. And I've been following it since. So I'll have to check this node out. Thank you for that, and back to net control, KB1PZS.
All right there, Bob. Well, glad to hear you. And it looks like they're linked to 28247 is what they're linked to. So there you go. We'll say 73 to you, and we'll catch you on down the log. We're at the bottom of the list. This is KD8DPC, and this is the last call for check-ins. Please call now.
Just a quick KF6BM, Kilo Fox 6, Bravo, Mexico, near Palm Springs, California.
All right, we'll take them there one at a time. KF6BM, Stormy, how you doing?
All good here. We're just, kind of excited about Artemis 2, if you will, and enjoying commentary by the various folks on frequency, and enjoying. We can't complain much about that. Anyway, won't keep it. Just thought I'd say hello. From Palm Springs, where it's 85 degrees outside, and they're going to start Coachella, and we're going to have to use our earplugs.
Well, I hope you got some good earplugs there. Hi. Do you have anything else for the net there this evening?
Just cruising through life and enjoying, and can't add much. Just appreciate the fact that you guys are here to run the net and do it.
Well, we certainly appreciate you checking in with us, because we couldn't do this net without all our wonderful check-ins there.
Super. Well, you know, we're doing the best we can from Southern California. This inclement weather, I mean, it's a bone chilly 85 degrees. I'm going to quit before I get in trouble. KF 6 p.m.
All right there, Story. Well, that's a little bit warm for me. It's in the, what is it, 48 here, 49. That's not too bad, but, you know, I like it about 75 with a nice light breeze. Any warmer than that, and I'm in the air conditioner. So, we'll stay 73. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll catch you down the log. All right, we're at the bottom of the list. That was the last call for check-in, so I'm going to drop it for time real quick, and we're going to shut this thing down.
Hello, network. This is a KT5 ATA. Come back.
W8WKY.
What the hey, we'll do one more round. We got Guy there, KG5 ATA. Do we have anybody else? Any other stations? This is the last and final call. Please call now.
Kilo India 5 Whiskey Delta Mike. Quick question at the end there before you hang up.
Go ahead.
All right, hold it up right there.
Does anybody know how they're going to bring that Artemis down, where it's going to splash down at? I got to see a Crew Dragon fly over one time at night. That was a spectacular sight. I was just curious if I might get to see that again on this new Artemis. If anybody's got any information on the when and where they're going to go, I would appreciate it.
Hold on there, guys. Let me hold it up there. I'm sorry, Donald. I keyed with you. Somebody else told you to go ahead. That wasn't me, so I didn't hear a thing you just said there.
Okay, KI5WDM here. I'm just curious if anybody has any information on the splashdown, when and where they're going to do it. I got to see a Crew Dragon splash down one night, fly over. I was just curious if I might want to see another splashdown flyover. If anybody's got any information on that. KI5WDM, thanks.
All right there, Donald. Well, I don't have the information, but if you stand by here, then that's just about to be over, so I'm sure somebody would be happy to answer your question there. I'm going to go talk to a Guy, but before I do that, was there another station trying to check in with Guy? If there was another station trying to check in, please call now. All right, nothing heard. Let's go talk to Guy real quick. He's going to be the bottom of the list here. KJ5 ATA, how you doing?
Well, yeah. It's been a little while since I've been back here in the net. Oh, yeah. I've been away. I went up to Illinois. Just got back tonight. Been up there for 2 weeks. Cold up there. I know how you people in the Midwest are. You got some cool weather up there. I'm now down here in Texas, in Georgetown, Texas. So that's where I'm at. Anyways, and I certainly feel it. You know, it's amazing. When I'm up there, I am cold, and then I get acclimated, and I come back down here after 2 weeks. I'm in Texas, and I'm hot. How does that possibly be? That's amazing. But anyways, that's kind of a stupid thing. Oh well, what are you gonna do? is KJ5AGA. Glad to be talking back to you guys after a little while, because I've been out of the loop, so it's all good. And, yeah. Back to you, Network Control. This is KJ5AGA.
All right there, Guy. We'll say 73 to you. Thanks for stopping by. And you know what? When they go through those temperature changes, it's hard to get used to anything. We have all 4 seasons in a day in Ohio, so there you go. We'll say 73, Guy. Thanks for joining us. You're the bottom of the list. All right, I'm going to drop it for time real fast here. This is KDEDPC. That was the last call. So on behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, and the BeaconNet crew, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet, Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater, 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node 4496, Echolink W8WKY-R. Also, don't forget to check into the barometer net every morning at 7 a.m. except for Sunday here on the W8WKY repeater. Don't forget to visit our friends over on the N5XQK board and breaker net every day at noon Central Time, and that's Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. They go a couple hours, switch net controls at the top of the hour, and welcome rechecks. With that, you've been listening to the BeaconNet. This is KDEDPC, returning the repeater to normal amateur use at this time, and I will be clear. 73, y'all.
AI5Q, hey Dustin, I thought of the other thing that's the fastest thing created by man.
Oh yeah, what's that, Jairus?
So I'm sure everybody's familiar with the speed of plaid from Spaceballs, which is fast, but it's not the fastest. The fastest is actually from the TV cartoon show The Tick, and he had to travel to escape the infinity ball, which was an 8-ball sideways. But the infinity ball, he had to travel at the speed of lint, L-I-N-T, because what's the first thing that you find in your pockets after doing laundry? It's lint. It's that fast. So you'd have to have seen that show and that episode, but you can find it on YouTube, The Speed of Lint, fastest thing known to man, AI5Q.
All right there, Jairus. Well, I'm going to have to do some YouTubing. I just sent you over some photos of what I spent my day doing today.
Oh man, that does not look like fun. Holy mackerel. Replacing a hot oil tank, it looks like. Oh my gosh. I bet those things are real light and aren't full of carcinogens at all.
Well, I'll be honest with you, they probably weigh, 500-600 pounds easily. They're very heavy. They're not light. They're 275 gallons, I think, roughly. And the old one had all kinds of sludge in the bottom of it. So the photo I showed you there is the top half. The other half we filled with oil dry after we pumped everything out of it. And, there was about 235 gallons, 240 gallons of fuel in there because we filled 4 55-gallon plastic drums, plus 4 or 5-gallon buckets. The last one we threw away because of the sludge, but that's the second one we've done in 2 weeks now. My buddy does HVAC, and we did one last Thursday, then we did one today. Really a pain, but the old one was leaking real bad and was rotted out, so we had no choice. We had to get it done, and today, because the people are leaving for Florida tomorrow. Fuel oil tanks aren't fun, but we used to wrestle them out in one piece. The last two are the only ones that we've cut in half, and it makes it exponentially easier to get the old one out.
Yeah, I can only imagine how much lighter it would be, especially if it's full of sludge in the bottom that you can't pump out. You can scoop it out, though, if you cut it in half. We had to clean sludge out of some tanks, some industrial pressurized tanks at work 2 weeks ago, and water jetting and blasting, and like a 2-inch hose with a concentrated fireman's nozzle on the end to blast this stuff out of the bottom. It looked like concrete, but we got her clean and sucked all that sludge out. It was nasty looking. It was coking up all of our equipment downstream, but things have been running smooth ever since we got that junk out of there, that's for sure. We just got to keep it out of there. That's the trick now.
W8WKY.
Yeah, keeping it out of there is definitely a trick. So now I'm going to send you the photo over of how we deal with the sludge, because we have to deal with the sludge before we can scrap the tanks.
Oh man, you probably don't want to be close to that hazmat event. Holy mackerel. Yeah, that's something. We have old, like 12F style API storage tanks, and they have what they call norm in them, normally occurring radioactive material that comes in with the natural gas and the condensate and the oils and stuff. And scrapyards won't take them if they're radioactive, and you got to do something special with them, and it costs, exponentially more.
Oh, I'm sure. My buddy's got a pile of tanks that we haven't cut up because the scrapyard will only take them if they're cut up and cleaned out, and it's kind of a pain to do, but yeah, they'll take them if they're cleaned out, because all those are, it's fuel oil, which is just off-road diesel fuel. Red diesel is basically all it is. But 40 or 50 years of putting it in there, it doesn't matter. You're still going to get an inch or two of sludge in the bottom.
Yeah, QSL. And let's hope 40 or 50 years of putting an oil fire down your gullet doesn't put an inch or two of sludge in your guts. I already told Shannon he needs to buy a bottle. I'll pay him back and make sure he gets it up to you. I may convince him to buy you one from him too, though. We'll see.
Well, you do that, and then I told him, I was like, I'm thinking about sending him some money to get me my bottle too, because I had some last year, and I don't know if I told you guys, my buddy came over, and I had like half a bottle of oil fire left, and he drank the entire thing, and we almost fought.
Oh man, yeah, that'd be bad. If somebody came over and drank my Stabantun, I would be mad. It's a liquor made in the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico only, and it's kind of partially a honey mead type situation with black licorice flavoring, which I love black licorice and ouzo and Jaeger and all that stuff. So this stuff is fantastic. It's thick, it's sweet, it's got that black licorice back. Oh man, it's delicious. But if somebody came over and finished off my bottle, I'd probably lose it on them too.
I got a little shelf there, a little liquor cabinet. It's got, Jack Daniels, tequila, and vodka, and whatever else little regular liquor you'd ever want. And there's a few bottles in there. And I told my buddy, I'm like, have whatever you want out of the liquor cabinet. Just don't drink my liquor in the freezer. Well, you do drink my liquor in the freezer, but at least y'all are at least Remel and Shannon. I don't know who else are coming to Hamvention, so that'll be cool. I'm looking forward to that, and have some oil fire. That'll be good. Jairus, I tell you what, I would love to sit here and chat, but I got to run down the hall for a little bit here. So if you're going to be back here around here in a few minutes, I'll come back and chat with you. But my teeth are floating there. So this is KDDPC, and I'll be clear for a few minutes on your final.
All right, go take care of business and holler back for me. If I'm around, I'm around. If not, I'm not. There you go. AI5Q.